Oh wow, look, an upload on this channel. Wow, it's been what? I usually go like a year, maybe 2 years, don't release anything new. You don't hear a peep on this channel. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I keep thinking to myself, what do I want to do on this channel? Because I'll start to do vlogs and things like that, and then I'll stop because I'm just so sick of hearing myself talk and talk about my life and all this other crap. If I don't want to hear it, I don't imagine anybody else wants to as well. So I just end up just getting bored with it and stopping. And then I thought maybe I should just use this channel for like updates and things that I don't want to put up on the main channel and bog the main channel down with minutia. And then sometimes I've thought about just doing the craziest batshit things imaginable on this channel. But bottom line is, it's just kind of when I have time, right? So update, well, if you're looking at the title of this video, it's like, okay, I'm going to explain to you how you can get super cheap or even free Game Chasers merch. And well, you know what, I'm just going to get right into it. So it's the Whatnot app, and the reason I keep pushing this Whatnot app on social media and all that stuff is because it helps you guys and helps us as well. I know some of you have probably heard about Whatnot, and maybe you just, some people love it, some people don't. Breakdown, it's basically like Home Shopping Network for gamers and nerds. So when we used to watch Home Shopping Network, when our moms had that up on the television set, it's kind of like the same idea. It's streaming mixed with auction. So you download the app, it's like eBay. You know, there's no fees or anything like that. You don't pay for anything unless you buy it. So it's just like eBay. It's like creating an eBay account, and then voila, if there's something you want, you can get it. If not, then no biggie. Been doing it for about a year or so, not really huge. The main reason I use it, and probably about 80% of what we sell on there, sell-wise, revenue is merch, Game Chasers merch. It's a great place to buy Game Chasers merch because we're able to offer it there much cheaper than anywhere else. And so when I do these streams, I'll usually do that. I'll put a bunch of merch up. And so I'm going to get into the hows and whys of why it's like for you guys like an amazing deal, and it helps us as well. And I'm going to go into the details. I don't think a lot of people actually go into a lot of content creators go into the details of why it benefits them as well. So I'm going to go and do that, actually, full disclosure. But this coming stream that I'm going to be doing, you know, when I do sell games, it's usually just a few crap in the closet. Semi-recently, Chris, when he sold his collection because he was falling on some rough times, he had to sell his collection. That was in one of the episodes. He gave me the last remaining bit to sell on Whatnot, and so that lasted months and months and months. I just throw up a few NES games, few random things here and there. But we don't go out and like shop for games and then throw them up on Whatnot. That's not what we do, and that's not what we're going to do. This is mainly just crap that I've just got in my closet, attic, and then, as I said, the stuff with Chris. Now, this is actually going to be different up right now. This next one that I'm going to be doing up on this Friday, tomorrow, actually. And that's going to be, it's going to have some stuff from my own personal collection. Now, I rarely ever do that, but right now I need to because I broke my arm. And some of you already know that. I broke my arm, and I do have insurance. And please don't, this is not to gain sympathy or anything. This is just to explain to you why I have to do what I have to do. Because as collectors, and I'm sure most people who are watching right now are collectors, and if you do it long enough, there comes a point where you have to face reality that something comes up and you just can't have stuff on your shelf collecting dust. You have to do what you got to do, right? It's called being an adult. And unfortunately, one of those times for me is now. And so I had insurance, or have insurance, but I had to get surgery on it. And so I had to put like plates and screws in it and all that. So because of that, the bill went up even with insurance. So it was pretty crazy. So you got to do what you got to do. And I recently had the worst timing possible. This truck, right after the warranty went out, the engine went out. So I have a huge bill with that as well. It's part of life. We all have to deal with it. Not one person watching this video has not had to deal with some similar circumstances where just some bad crap happens all at once, and you just got to figure out a way to pay for it, right? It's just the way it is. Luckily, you know, as us as collectors, we do have the opportunity to potentially sell some stuff up on the shelf. It sucks, don't like doing it, but it is what it is. You have to do it. So, and no, I'm not selling the Flintstones, not yet anyway. I'm not that desperate. But it's basically what I've boiled it down to is, you know, I look on the shelf and I was like, okay, can I live without that? You know, is this thing has been sitting on the shelf for 2 years and I've never touched it. Do I need it? And I kind of did that, and I kind of got some stuff, you know, basically from consoles that I don't really play that much, like Dreamcast, things like that. I'm like, okay, when's the last time I've even played Dreamcast? Do I need this game or that game? And I'm like, you know what? No, I got to do this. I got to do this. And so, no, I'm not selling off my entire collection. I'm not even selling off 80% of my collection. I'm just selling off enough to help with the bills and all this stuff that I have that has just piled up. So this Friday, tomorrow, you will see games from my collection. It's not going to be the normal, like, just kind of junk that I usually throw up there because it's like a crappy double or the scraps or remnants of something. This is some decent stuff I'm throwing up there. Even some stuff you've probably seen on the show that I've had maybe like 10 or 20 or 12 years that's been on the episode, and I'm like, oh man, it's cool and all, but I mean, do I need it anymore? So that's what's going down. So if you want some of that stuff, that, you know, I'm going to throw it up on. I don't like dealing with eBay. I've had too many people try to scam me on eBay, and usually I win the case, but it's still a pain in the ass, and I don't like doing it. Somebody tried to say I sent the wrong, or basically tried to scam them, sent the wrong disc inside, even though it was a factory sealed thing. But luckily I had videotaped myself packaging all packages, so I have proof that what I send is what I send. And so I ended up winning the case, but it's not something I want to deal with. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. All right. And so there's also a bunch of Game Chasers merch. We got shirts. So like this one right here, this is a Zelda inspired logo. It's probably backwards because I'm shooting in portrait mode, not portrait mode, reverse mode, vlog mode, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, yeah, we got the Contra style, then we got all kinds of different shirts. We got the Melvor Soccer Mom shirt, which is only available on Whatnot. We have in the 80s Nerds Were Dealt With. So we have a lot of shirts and merch and stuff that are only available on this site, and you can get those for really cheap. We sell our shirts already for lower than what most YouTubers sell their shirts for. Our average is maybe like $17 to $18. Most YouTubers, you're going to see them selling shirts, it's going to be like 25 bucks. So this is how you get it even cheaper than that. So if you sign up using our link, our referral code, then you will get $15 of money that you can use on anything. So you can buy multiple things. You can, you know, if you see like a shirt or VHS or something like that you want, put it in your cart, to get your cart together, and then when you go to checkout, you get $15 off of that. There's no minimum purchase, there's no maximum purchase. It's like if you spend $100, you get $15 off those 85. If you spend $10, then essentially becomes free. You know, obviously there's some shipping and it's taxes. You got to throw taxes on there. I don't do it. It's just, you know, Uncle Sam's going to get his cut, right? So that is just what's part of it in any online shopping. But, you know, depending on what the item is, you can potentially get it for maybe even free to $1 shipped to you. And all you got to do is use that code to sign up. And actually, if you wanted, you can just use the code, sign up, get something, you know, like a signed game or a poster or, you know, something like that. Spend maybe nothing to a couple of bucks tops. And if you don't like the app, you just got to delete the app, and essentially you just got something for dirt cheap or free. So it helps you guys. And this is why I try to push this as much as possible, because it helps you guys. You guys get some merch from us that you will never get any cheaper. There's no way to get this stuff that we're selling any cheaper than on this site using this code. And there's no tricks, there's no gimmicks, there's nothing else you got to sign up. There's no monthly subscription. There's none of that BS. It's just, like I said, it's just like creating an eBay account. And if you buy something, that's the only time you ever spend any money. So that is why it's beneficial for you guys. Why it's beneficial for us is each time somebody uses that code, purchases something, we get a kickback, because it's just like an affiliate link. You know, so you see some YouTubers have an affiliate link, and you know, it helps every time you purchase something. If you're going to purchase something on Amazon, you know, you can use their link, then they get a cut. Then you don't have to spend any more. It's the same as if you didn't use that link, but because they're referring you, they get a kickback off of that. It's the same thing with this. So each time, not each time, but when you use, because you only get to use it once, but when you use that code, and only when you actually spend it, not when you sign up, but when you spend that code and buy something, doesn't matter what the amount is, we get a bonus. So we can afford to, you know, we can afford to sell things cheaper, and I want to sell things cheaper to you guys. If we're getting a kickback, I want to sell the stuff lower than what we normally would, right? I don't want to sell shirts for $25 and you know, try to get like a kickback on top of that. You know, if we're getting a kickback, then I'm going to take that $25 and I'm going to lower the cost of everything. And so you guys, if you guys enjoy the show, want to show support, and also want something for dirt cheap, then this is a great way to do it, and it supports us. So, and it helps us out. So, and you know, not all of this is going towards this. You know, it's going towards the show as well. Obviously, we got some stuff in the, you know, being worked on right now. Obviously, if you guys have been watching the channel, so it just helps the show overall in general. And so the merch stuff, that's mainly what that's going to go for. Me selling my personal stuff, that's probably just going to go to this. But anyway, yeah, all that's tomorrow night. Now I'll link the referral code for you guys to sign up. I'll link it in the description below. And then also as well, I'll link where you can actually go. And also we have a marketplace. So once you use that code to sign up, you can just go in there and type Game Chasers, and a lot of the stuff is like the merch is already available in the marketplace. Just search Game Chasers and you'll be able to see it. Simple. I mean, it's really simple. I'm sure there's people in the watching this video who have actually already done it. And if you could just let everybody know in the chat and tell them if it was. I mean, I haven't spoken to anybody who has been disappointed. Everybody who has signed up for this and used it said it was really simple, really easy, and they're glad they did it. So if you could potentially maybe just leave some comments here and kind of back me up and just let everybody know and reassure them that this isn't some sort of like scam or gimmick, because I know these days, you know, you never can tell with some of these sites and some of these apps, and like, you don't know if it's legit or not. But you know, you may not like the site or the app for various reasons. A lot of people hate it because they feel like it's just like a reseller hub where people just go to buy a bunch of games up and then try to just get it at premium prices or get premium prices for them. In my experience, for us, I rarely ever sell anything more than what it usually just goes for. For some reason for us, there's no sort of Game Chasers premium. They don't up the, like if something goes for like $10, it usually doesn't sell for 15 or 20 just because it's from us. Okay, it usually just sells for $10. In fact, I think I sell things way below what they usually go for than even average. And that's just because, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's us. Like, I'm not disappointed with that. I think that's fair. Like, I would honestly feel kind of, I don't know, what's the word? I'd feel like a dick if everyone was kind of bidding on this stuff more than what they should pay for just because it's us. I just want things to kind of go for average prices. And also, like, even if it does and you've used that code to sign up, then we get a kickback anyway. So everybody wins, right? So come, even if you don't want to buy something, just sign up with the link, come and hang out. And then also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. And if there's nothing here that like from me that you want to get, there's, you know, you can use that $15 on anywhere on the site. So if there's another person, there's somebody else streaming that has something that you actually might want, because people do like vintage toys and comics and clothes and movies and all kinds of stuff, you know, that applies. It doesn't just have to be to us. Like, you don't have to spend it on us if you don't want to. There's nothing there that you want. You can use it anywhere on the site and we still get the credit for it. So I know some of you probably even still have this credit just still sitting there, wasting away, and haven't used it yet. I highly encourage that you use it, because, don't know when they might, come around and say, all right, this whole referral thing has been working out, but, we kind of ran out of money. We can't really do it anymore. We can't offer 15 free dollars. So just keep that in mind. Use it, but before you potentially lose it. All right. So one other thing I also want to say is something that I'm really kind of considering doing with this app that I think might be kind of fun. And that is live streaming while game chasing. So on days that we're not filming game chasing, maybe I want to take the app out and just go to the flea market and see what's out there, or garage sales or whatever. It might be kind of cool. I might use this Whatnot app to do it. And if there's a game that's somebody wants in the chat, and I might just pick it up on the spot and sell it on the spot to you guys. I'm not looking, now when I do that, I'm not looking for a profit, right? I'm not trying to buy a game live for a $5 and then try to sell it to you for 10. Whatever I have to pay for it is what I would sell it to you guys. So it's literally like I'm shopping for you guys out and about live. And so, of course you'd have to pay shipping, but other than that, like I'm not doing that to make a profit. But I just think it'd be like a cool kind of thing to do, because if I'm already out anyway, and kind of just get some engagement on the app. I don't know, I'm thinking about doing it. I might try it at some point just to kind of see how it works out. I don't know. But yeah, there's tons of stuff, tons of Game Chasers merch. This is cheap for you guys. It supports us. And I hope to see you there tomorrow night. Just check the links out below. It'll give you all the information. And thank you guys for watching. Tell me what kind of videos you want to see on this channel, because I do need to start uploading a little bit more. All right. So thank you and take care.